Why am I so angry? The psychology and self-understanding of anger released by philosophy. Have you ever thought about this? Why do I get angry so often? When someone ignores me, when my efforts aren't recognized, or even when I don't like myself, anger comes so easily. But this question isn't just about controlling emotions. It can be the starting point of philosophy to understand myself. Anger feels like a quick reaction, but it's actually a complex signal. It's the result of my values, expectations, and wounds tangled together. Psychologist Aaron Beck said that anger begins with distorted thinking. That person ignored me on purpose. It might be true, but it could also be a feeling shaped by my own interpretation and wounds. Plato saw anger as the spirit that protects justice. Aristotle said that anger, with the right reason and in the right way, can be a virtue. The Stoics saw it differently. Seneca said, "Anger is a brief madness." Sartre argued that even emotions are a choice. In other words, anger is the result of how I interpret a situation. Where does my anger come from? First, when expectations are broken. Second, when I feel I can't control anything. Third, because of old wounds. In the end, anger isn't because of others. It's a mirror made from my own expectations, fears, and wounds. We get angry more easily with people who are close to us, because expectations are higher and emotions are more entangled. They ignored me. They didn't appreciate my efforts. This anger comes from the shock of feeling like your existence was denied. Not all anger is bad. Sometimes it becomes the strength to protect dignity. Frantz Fanon said, "Anger is the energy of the oppressed to reclaim their existence." Martin Luther King transformed anger at racism into nonviolent resistance. We too must be able to say, "I am not someone who deserves such treatment." The key is not to suppress anger or let it explode. Instead, we must interpret it. First, name the feeling. I am angry right now. Second, find the cause. My expectations were broken. Third, express it. What you said just hurt me. This way, anger becomes not just an outburst, but a refined strength that protects me. Nelson Mandela chose forgiveness over revenge after 27 years in prison. Malala spoke out for the right to education even after being shot. Viktor Frankl chose meaning even in Auschwitz. Maya Angelou turned anger into poetry and language. They all had one thing in common. They didn't suppress anger, they interpreted it and turned it towards something better. The real question isn't, why did that person make me feel this way? It's, why am I angry right now? Spinoza said, we become free not by suppressing emotions, but by understanding their causes. Anger isn't something to fear. It contains your voice, your values, and the possibility of change. So when you feel angry, don't just let it pass. Ask yourself, why am I angry? At that moment, anger can become not destruction, but an invitation to growth.